One of the most exciting areas of dentistry that we address in our practice is cosmetic dentistry. This is something that everybody wants and a lot of people know about. We utilize Da Vinci Dental Studios in California to create Da Vinci veneers. And with Da Vinci veneers, we could change the color of teeth, we can change the shape of teeth. For example, if you look at this before picture, you can see that this person had staining. And right away when a patient comes in, we could almost immediately make them temporaries and then go to the permanents about a week later. And you can see how natural the veneers look. Dental veneers from Da Vinci are thin layers of porcelain that bond onto the tooth. And this is done in a very simple way, and it's a process that involves the patient interactively, and the patient and myself or my father or Dr. Milton design the smile with feedback from the patient. So we are actually creating temporaries and then getting feedback from the patient about the temporaries, and then we can reproduce the temporaries very closely so that we've designed the smile together. Oftentimes a patient will come to us for a cosmetic consult, and I want our patients to understand that cosmetic dentistry is somewhat elective. And unless a patient has healthy gums and they're cavity free, it's really the last tier of treatment that's done in order to get there. We can't do cosmetic work unless the foundation of healthy gums, healthy bone, and healthy teeth are there. The interactive process with the patient begins with photographs, and oftentimes we will digitally enhance the photographs so the patient has a good idea of what they're going to look like. From there, we will create a wax-up on a model that the patient and I can look at, and then from there we make temporaries from that wax-up. So it's a multi-tiered process that the patient and the doctor do together to create the smile that a patient desires. And it's such a subjective process and a subjective end result that we want the patient to guide us as to what they want, and that's the fun part of it. Oftentimes patients will ask me about a no-prep veneer, and I explain to my patients that it is necessary to take away a small amount of tooth structure for a veneer, for the veneer not to cause a gum problem and to be aesthetically ideal and also functionally ideal for the gum. Because if you place the veneer on a tooth and you do not prepare the tooth, you run the risk of the gum being irritated, and then the patient will have red gums and it won't be attractive and will also be very unhealthy. And this happens often because if you don't prepare the tooth, there's going to be an over-contour of the veneer causing a gum problem. Many of our patients have seen the show The Extreme Makeover on the Swan, and Da Vinci Dental Studios, the lab that we utilize, actually has done most of the work on those shows. And one of the advantages of us utilizing Da Vinci is the fact that they're such an aesthetically oriented dental lab, and that's why we choose them. Also, they offer a lifetime guarantee to the patient that's backed up by a certificate, and our patients appreciate the fact that their dental work is going to be backed up for their lifetime by the dental lab. Veneers last a long time. With today's bonding materials, and when they're done correctly and planned correctly, we expect a long life of the veneer. It's a strong bond to the tooth, and it makes a large difference in a patient's lifestyle and whole outlook often. If you go to our patient video testimonials, you'll see some patients that have experienced smile makeovers with Da Vinci veneers. And you can see, hear right from them and see right from what they're saying how happy they are.